I guess it's recording. This is someplace in Wisconsin. I'm not gonna do that duck face selfie mode. No duck face selfies for me today. So that goes up to some street. If I turn it this way, I don't even know how good it will record. Sometimes it doesn't record. A mud puddle. And trees. It's gonna be like 80 degrees today. Maybe some tiny frogs in there. Guess not. So this is where I come all the time to hike, even in winter, except we had that big blizzard like a month ago, 3 feet of snow. I hope it records in panorama, whatever. Anyway, this is a creek. Beautiful summer day. See, what I like about this place is the trails lead everywhere. I mean, you got bike trails and you can get across the creek. I don't know how. I'm sure it's very simple. There's railroad tracks. This trail goes for like ever. I don't know how many miles. So this is where I will be hiking and walking. So life at 9 months, benzo free, 13 years on Lorazepam as prescribed. Yeah, doing a lot better. Sleeping through the night, driving. Depersonalization is a lot less. And as for that whole, what is it called, the gene site, pharmacological, combinatorial, whatever it is, psychotropic, where they test every psych med. I don't know if I believe in that because it just pushes more prescription drugs. And no one is going to go to their doctor and say, excuse me, what receptors does this affect? Because in the news, all we hear about is the opioid epidemic. Well, the Benzodiazapine epidemic is just as bad. The science behind benzos is they downregulate GABA receptors in the CNS, GI tract, brain, and muscles, and possibly the eyes and bones. That is why when you hear people who are tapering off of a benzo, even months or a year or two after they're done tapering, they still have problems. Muscle stiffness, ringing in the ears. Benzos can be tapered within, well, it takes probably years to months. Just read the Ashton manual by Dr. Heather Ashton. She explains it. But opioid receptors, I'm pretty sure, are only in the brain. Therefore, they take weeks to months. So why benzos aren't in the news, maybe I'll change that. I might write my book. But my life well on high prescribed doses, up to 10 milligrams of Lorazepam a day as prescribed. What it did to me, just watch my other videos. But I don't know if this video will turn out. Down close to the water. But if you're tapering a benzo, just have patience. Know that Yahweh, it's God's real name, will guide you. Because life off of the benzo is so much better. Benzos do not make you less anxious. What they do is they dull your natural fight or flight responses, thereby creating you're in a constant mode of fight or flight. And when you try to reason or deal with anxiety or sleep normally, you can't, because you're physically and psychologically dependent on the chemical components specific to that benzo. Yes, I do have a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology with honors. I make it my master's, so I lived it, studied it. But just, if you're tapering a benzo, just stay strong, and you have to be patient. Just because you're a couple months off does not mean that everything's going to be normal. You may never be normal. Maybe you don't want to be normal, like how you were on the benzo or before the benzo, because you're going to be a better person, as I have discovered. Go over this weird little thing here. That's about it for my benzo rant. Just keep tapering slowly. You can't just rush it. And here's some little, lots of mud. I don't know what else to say about tapering. I might do a 1-year benzo free update video. Just be patient, and you know you're lucky if you're having symptoms of tapering. It's like we're actually lucky because we're getting off of this central nervous system depressant. Like I said, it does not help anxiety. It deadens everything. Your nerve, your brain, muscles, everything. But straight up, that's what benzos do, and hopefully you'll find a doctor to help you tapering. I could not do a Valium crossover. It has a moderate gene-drug interaction, but some people can, so just stay strong.